Hello everyone. I will discuss with you about web economy today. It is quite important to understand the financing of online journalism. Most internet users are accustomed to reading news from websites that are online editions of newspaper, magazines, or radio and television channels. Though the cost of producing the sites is usually borne by the parent media outlets, they have to stand on their own feet in the long run. For web-only publications such as India's Rediff.com or Tahalka.com, uh, or the US-based Salon.com, the struggle for survival starts from the very first day. For both type of online media, it is important to earn revenue, to sustain themselves and to grow. As with the older media, there are basically two ways of doing this. One is subscription techniques and the other one is advertising. So we have some subscription models offered by Friedman that have been tried by US, British, and Japanese newspaper. I will discuss those models with you. Uh, First one is Business 2.0 model. Non-subscribers can see the front page promos and can read the first pages of stories, but are prompted to subscribe if they try to go to the second page. There is no web-only subscription option. Online subscribers also get the print edition and vice versa. Thus, in this case, there is only one list of subscribers rather than two. If a subscriber does not want the print newspaper, it can be donated to such places as nursing homes and prisons. Then we have Winnipeg Model. The Winnipeg Free Press allows only subscribers to see any news, headlines, or news summaries. In India, the India Today magazine lies somewhere between the Business 2.0 and Winnipeg Free Press models, as it allows free access only to headlines accompanied by a sentence or two introducing the article. Access to articles themselves on its website is reserved for subscribers of its print edition who have to log in with their subscription IDs provided in the address label on the cover in which the printed magazine is mailed to them. Then there is a model known as Borel Premium Content Model, as most newspapers cannot successfully charge readers for accessing their main news content. Hence, they can charge for value-added or premium content such as archives, newsletters, and personalized content delivered to the individual readers. The New York Times follows this model, charging for stories from its archived and for subscription of its news tracker service, which emails stories of interest to subscribers. It asks users of its website to register for certain type of content such as crossword puzzles and archived articles more than 7 days old, and this registration can only be done by providing one's credit card details. In the UK, the Guardian charges for certain services such as an ad-free version of its website and for its crossword puzzles. The Financial Times also charges for part of its site. Then there is Times of London model. This is the practice of charging those readers who are located outside the paper's circulation area. The Times charges overseas users to access the e-paper, and that is the online replica of the print edition, while most section of the Times Online, that is www.timesonline.co.uk, it's web-specific edition, except for if you like the crossword puzzles, are accessible to all and do not need any subscription. In India, the Hindustan Times offers the e-paper service for some penny per month or per year, throwing in audio version of the news items along with the e-paper. Clearly, this is aimed mainly at overseas Indians. It also offers a fee-based archive service in the e-paper section. The Times of India offers access to its e-paper to registered users of its India Times portal free of cost, but plans to charge rupees 50 per month for current editions of the e-paper or rupees 5,000 per month for its archived in future. And that's how revenue has been generated. Uh, then we have all book web to journal model, uh, byline news, sports, and features created by newspaper staffs are accessible only to print subscribers who register for access. Anyone else attempting to access these stories can see a message asking him to subscribe to print or online edition. Access to the classified and display advertisement, personal ads, obituaries, tourism information, news to use, and the contact pages are free. A 7 day subscription to the printed newspaper have access to full online content as part of their print subscription. One can also opt for an online only membership. So that's how revenue has been generated through subscriptions model. Um, then I will discuss how revenue from advertisement usually comes. 70 to 80% of revenues of online edition of broadsheets comes from advertising, not subscription. And this is consistent with the trend worldwide in the older media as well as the new. Online advertising revenue is rapidly growing, especially in the developing industrial society. Growth in online advertising has come about because the advertisers have begun to realize the intrinsic value of the net or web as an advertising medium. It arises from the fact that online marketing is a combination of several elements. Online marketing and advertising have certain elements, these four elements basically: traditional advertising, we have direct marketing, then guerrilla or grassroots marketing, and e-commerce. So when we say traditional advertising or traditional marketing, it focuses on brand building by reaching as many people as frequently as possible in order to build a lasting image. In the online environment, the brand building function is performed by banners, buttons, sponsorship of web pages, and sections, as well as interstitials like interruption based online advertisement that interrupt what the user has been doing or viewing, somewhat like TV and radio commercial, by taking over a part or whole of the screen for some time. So we can point to the example of Yahoo and Amazon.com to underscore the point that brand building works very well online. We can see that Google has become such a household name. Then we have direct marketing. This has the capacity to target a desired audience so that the right advertisement goes to the right person at the right time. The net is an effective vehicle for this as it excels in targeting a desired audience. On the one hand, it possesses the broadcast media's ability to target audiences on the basis of content like program for radio and television and page for the web, or context like time of the program for broadcast, area within the site of the web. Uh, on the other hand, it has the ability to support the direct mailing technique through email, as this too can be combined with demographic and other information about the audience, including the habits and interests of individuals, which the advertiser can acquire from what is provided by users themselves in online registration forms and through the use of cookies. It is easy to see that the net can be used as an extremely powerful vehicle for direct marketing. Then we have guerrilla or grassroots marketing. The aim is to create a buzz through word of mouth. So, grassroots marketing is also known as word of mouth marketing, which I will discuss in the next slide. This is done by getting involved with the target audience through discussion forums like chat rooms, email list servers, bulletin boards, and blogging network. Like if you sell mountain biking shoes, spending some time hanging out in the mountain biking forums, that's where your target market's going to be. Or start your own blog in which you describe your latest mountain biking adventures, complete with attention grabbing photos. You could even combine the two tactics and generate interest in your blog by mentioning it in forums and news groups. However, most news groups, blog networks, and discussion forums do not allow people to blatantly advertise in them. If you want to generate traffic through these sites, the best way to do it is to offer friendly, useful advice to people who express a need for something, and then include a subtle link to your site at the end of your messages. If the people like what you say, they may decide to visit your site and check out your products and services. Then another advertising itself is e-commerce. This involves transacting entire sales processes online without the customer having to leave his computer. The year 2004 marked the first decade in the life of online advertising, since the first web advertising, a banner, is thought to have appeared in Hot Wired, which is now known as Wired News, an online magazine on information technology and related culture in 1994. However, online advertising does not consist only of banner advertisement. It presents several other options to the advertisers, such as buttons, interstitials like floating animated page takeover, then rich media advertisement, keyword targeted search engine advertising, sponsorship of web pages, and email. The banner advertisement itself has evolved from being a static object such as text, image, or a combination of this to something that often contains text and images going through various types of movement, showing video clips, offering games for users to play, or allowing users to carry out transactions for purchasing something. So, we see that there are different online advertising and marketing tactics. Uh, these There are advertising and marketing techniques that are used very successfully on the internet. Not all of these are widely used by news-oriented websites today, but the net being a hotbed of innovation, what is not seen today may be a common sight tomorrow. For instance, while most news sites do not engage in e-commerce, the Times of India Group's indiatimes.com portal does. Uh, I will discuss about different online advertising and marketing techniques. One is affiliate marketing. We have also viral marketing or word of mouth marketing. Then we have search engine marketing. Another one is opt emails. Then there is banner exchange and viral marketing, as we have already said. So when you say word of mouth industry is experiencing massive growth, and this growth is particularly evident in online and social networking media. The word of mouth communication going on within the online communities has limited social presence in the traditional sense. These communities provide information and social support in both specialized and broadly based relationships, and are becoming an important supplement to social and consumption behavior. The word of mouth communication, or WOM, is a consumer dominated channel of marketing communication where the sender is independent of the market. It is therefore perceived to be more reliable, credible, and trustworthy by consumers compared to farm initiated communications. Traditional communication theory considers word of mouth as having a powerful influence on behavior, especially on consumers' information search, evaluation, and subsequent decision making. It provides information concerning product performance and the social and psychological consequences of the purchase decision. It is the credibility of word of mouth that, when combined with the premise that a receiver will be more involved in a word of mouth exchange than in an advertisement, they will share more about the product. Through multiple exchanges, one word of mouth message can reach and potentially influence many receivers. The World Wide Web has an exorbitance of ways to promote a business, and most importantly, the internet caters to a wide range of audience that is perhaps interested to the business's products and services. The most powerful and influential form of advertising is passing the information from one person to another. This form of advertising is called word of mouth. Many marketers and researchers believe that word of mouth communication has become a hot subject in marketing. Word of mouth is becoming a main base for interactive marketing communication among offline communication strategists. Many regions have been presented to explain this growth in marketing strategies. Word of mouth marketing is such a successful marketing strategy because it fosters familiarity, personal connection, care, and trust between the consumers and the translator of the information. Uh, Another reason for growing this strategy is that many people like to talk about their purchase with products and services for a variety of reasons. Psychologists believe that these consumers' behavior may arise through ownership or a need to share their purchase experience in order to help others. This conversation are then passed to family, friends, and other people in the social network. While the underlying principle of word of mouth marketing is well established and acknowledged, the internet fosters new marketing strategies, one of which is viral marketing. Viral marketing is said to be the electronic version of traditional word of mouth advertising and product communication. Viral marketing can be described as a marketing technique that uses email messages containing powerful advertising messages and promotional offers that are specifically designed for its recipient to forward to their families, friends, and others on email contact list. The reason behind providing viral marketing with its specific name is because, like human and computer viruses, it also multiplies rapidly in a cell, commandeering the cell's resources to do the viruses biddings. At the base of viral marketing is the transmission of viral message through internet users by peers. And this is an opportunity for marketers that can transfer information between internet users without the involvement during this transmission. So viral marketing works because friends are better at target marketing than any database. Due to advancement in computer technology and internet, people all over the world can now interact and communicate with virtually anyone else who has access to a computer and the internet. And this advancement in communication and technology have opened up huge opportunities for businesses to appeal to a much larger market than ever before. The internet, with the help of instant messaging and social networking site, has hyper accelerated the rate at which people talk to each other and has greatly expanded the range of topics they discuss and how they discuss them, how they exchange about uh, about those topics with others. According to Alexa.com, for social networking site, we have myspace.com, facebook.com, twitter.com, and highfive.com. These four social network websites belong to the top 10 of global traffic ranking. The nature of the social networking websites assist people to convey a message through a potentially self-replicated or growing campaign where ideally one person tells two people who tell two more people each. So among the global website facebook.com, which is the leading social network website, is having more than 55 million active users, with an average of 50,000 new registrations per day. So you can actually see the impact of word of mouth. Then we see that users now communicate with businesses and believe that the businesses much interact with their consumers and depend the brand relationships via social networking website. And the big instrument for viral marketers that developed their process because they can be driven by content integrated into consumers' user profile, and such content is increased through new user acquisition and retention. Okay. Then we see that in 1997, Zuverchen and Draper developed the viral marketing by describing free email service for Hotmail. They explain the term viral marketing simply as network enhanced word of mouth. However, after them, many researchers use different terminology to explain what viral marketing is. Some of the terminology used to describe electronic viral marketing or word of mouth includes interactive marketing, then internet communication, internet word of mouth, online feedback mechanism, stealth marketing, buzz marketing, electronic word of mouth communication, interactive or electronic word of mouth advertising, and electronic referral marketing. I'll discuss about this stealth marketing here. So we see that viral marketing is a strategy that encourages individuals to pass on a marketing message to others, creating the potential for exponential growth in the message's exposure and influence. But viral marketing using informal communication among consumers in social networks to promote and grow products, services, and brands. Viral marketing as a strategy encourages individuals to pass on a marketing message to others, creating the potential for exponential growth in the message's exposure and influence. People tend to connect with others who share common interests. At the same time, purchasing decisions are often strongly influenced by people who the consumer knows and trusts by his or her social networks and their community. Viral messages can reach and potentially influence many receivers and are usually perceived by consumers to be more reliable and credible than firm initiated one, since the sender of viral are mostly independent of the market. After the emergence of the internet, marketers tend to look at this phenomenon of how they can increase awareness about their services and products immediately with low cost in many countries with different cultures. Now, with increased social networking in the internet, viral marketing could encourage consumers to spread their message to their friends and also in turn encourage their friends to diffuse and forward these messages. Uh, Viral marketing is also known as tilt marketing, as it encourages customers to feel they just happen to hear about the product or service rather than to feel directly marketed to. There are some factors that determine the main viral marketing characteristics that can be more effective to make it a successful campaign. Uh, First one is rapid diffusion of audience reaches. Many researchers have established that viral marketing can reach audience and spread exponentially within a short period of time. And this rapid diffusion can significantly boost the speed of the adoption of the marketed product or service. Viral marketing can help achieving substantial audience reaching as marketers get access to diverse audiences through social contexts. And then we have presence through social networking sites and marketing through SNS, that is social networking site, um, which also lead to an effective campaign, viral marketing campaign. Nowadays, social sites have become most popular place for internet user on the internet. These sites are the instrument for building virtual communities with same age, education, lifestyles, ideas, and interests, or to create a variety of activities for individuals. Today, these sites have been able to break geographical boundaries and set many people with different cultures and nationalities together. The sites are helped to be broken down into sub-networks based on demographic or geographical preferences. Marketers believe that numbers of social sites who share information with other members and friends are best target for participation in viral marketing. Their involvement in these social sites allows marketers to spread more the viral content because they naturally want to share information to other members and send interesting content to friends. More than half of social network sites users usually tell members of their social network about products they have used. Online social network members are also more interested in viewing the profile page of companies. And we see that the online social networks are favorable places for executing a purchase to reach groups of consumers who share common interest and comments. Thus, the same viral message that can be spread quickly by consumers who truly share common interest and preferences. Uh, there are many factors will make social network website an interesting instrument for marketing strategy. Many users can join easily to these websites without paying money, where they could share their opinion about anything and also make recommendations on these sites. Some research have shown how consumers trust and believe other people's recommendations for product and service in social networking site more than any other medium. Actually, many consumers attempt to know another person's opinion in the social network websites when considering the purchase of products and services because they believe and trust on their friend's opinion. So in social networking site, a person can affect and influences others, perceives his or her messages as valuable. Thus, he or she can be turned into a viral. And this event makes these websites a powerful weapon for marketers because users do not feel that the information is being pushed at them, but referred to them by trusted friends in a trusted network. That's all for today. If you have any difficulties in understanding viral marketing and different subscription model and what we have discussed today, drop me a message in the WhatsApp group. It will be sorted out in the live class. Thank you so much.